Be merciful unto me, O God. For man would swallow me up. He fighting daily, he oppresseth me. Mine enemies would daily swallow me up. For they be many that fight against me. O thou most high, what time I am afraid, I will trust in thee. In God I will praise his word. In God I have put my trust. I will not fear what flesh can do unto me. Every day they wrest my words. All their thoughts are against me for evil. They gather themselves together, they hide themselves, they mark my steps, when they wait for my soul. Shall they escape by iniquity? In thine anger cast down the people, O God. Thou tellest my wanderings. Put thou my tears into thy bottle. Are they not in thy book? When I cry unto thee, then shall mine enemies turn back. This I know, for God is for me. In God will I praise his word. In the Lord will I praise his word. In God have I put my trust. I will not be afraid what man can do unto me. Thy vows are upon me, O God. I will render praises unto thee, for thou hast delivered my soul from death. Wilt not thou deliver my feet from falling, that I may walk before God in the light of the living? Psalm 56 is a song of survival, penned by David during one of his most desperate seasons, captured by the Philistines in Gath. Honest outpouring of fear, trust, and unwavering hope in the living God. Today, we'll walk through this psalm slowly, drawing deep spiritual truths from each line. Whether you're facing fear, anxiety, or uncertainty, Psalm 56 offers not just comfort, but clarity. When I am afraid, I put my trust in you. Let's explore how this ancient cry still speaks to our modern hearts. David was on the run from Saul, and in a desperate move, fled to enemy territory, Gath, the hometown of Goliath. There, he was seized by the Philistines, surrounded by those who once viewed him as a deadly enemy. Psalm 56 begins from this place of tension. He writes, Be merciful to me, my God, for my enemies are in hot pursuit. All day long they press their attack. This is not just fiat, is survival instinct, spiritual desperation, and a cry for rescue. David doesn't pretend to be fearless. Instead, he chooses to trust God because he is afraid. One of the most famous lines of the psalm comes next. When I am afraid, I put my trust in you. In God whose word I praise, in God I trust, and am not afraid. What can mere mortals do to me? This declaration reveals a crucial truth. Faith doesn't mean the absence of fear, it means choosing God in the midst of fear. David turns his focus from his enemies to the character of God. He praises the word of the Lord as his weapon, anchor, and comfort. When fear presses in, David's response is not panic, it's praise. David paints a vivid picture of his adversaries. All day long they twist my words. All their schemes are for my ruin. They conspire, they lurk, they watch my steps. The tension rises as we understand David's emotional state, not only physical danger, but psychological warfare. Lies, manipulation, and surveillance were part of the attack. This is relatable to anyone who has faced betrayal, slander, or spiritual warfare. The Bible shows us how even great leaders felt overwhelmed. Yet instead of retaliating, David writes it all down. He turns his pain into a psalm. One of the most touching verses comes in verse 8. You have kept count of my tossings. Put my tears in your bottle. Are they not in your book? What a beautiful image. The God of the universe collects our tears, counts our restless nights, and remembers our pain. No sorrow is wasted. No fear goes unnoticed. David finds deep peace in knowing that God is intimately aware of every heartbreak. This single verse is a balm for anyone who has felt unseen or forgotten. Our tears matter to God. David's confidence continues to grow. Then my enemies will turn back when I call for help. By this I will know that God is for me. This shift in tone is critical. Despite the danger, David knows God is on his side. He reminds himself of the covenant relationship. God is not just sovereign, he is for his people. He declares once again, in God, whose word I praise. In the Lord, whose word I praise, I am not afraid. The repetition shows us something. Truth must be rehearsed when we're afraid. David doesn't wait to feel safe before declaring faith. The final verses turn into a vow. I am under vows to you, my God. I will present my thank offerings to you. For you have delivered me from death, and my feet from stumbling, that I may walk before God in the light of life. Here, David shifts from pleading to thanksgiving. Even though his circumstances haven't yet changed, his perspective has. Fear has been replaced by faith. Panic has turned to praise, and the prison has become a place of prayer. David's declaration is simple but powerful. I will keep walking in the light, no matter what. Psalm 56 teaches us that fear and faith often walk hand in hand. But it also shows us that faith can win. In our darkest caves and most fearful moments, God is present. He keeps count of our tears. He remembers our pain, and he is for us. David's honesty gives us permission to be vulnerable, while his trust gives us a model to follow. When fear grips, remember Psalm 56. When you can't sleep, pray Psalm 56. When you're betrayed, isolated, or under pressure, cling to the God who never forgets your tears. Thank you for spending this hour with us. If this video helped you, please like, share, and subscribe for more weekly Bible studies and scriptural encouragement. May Psalm 56 anchor you in every storm you face.